My biggest obstacles has been cultural issues, more than being a woman or colored skin or whatever. I think there is a big problem in any country you come from. I mean, some of the just funny anecdotes of coming from India. In India, if you really mean something and you really care, you've got to ask 2, 3 times. Eat, or come, stay. So you really mean it. And that's considered rude in the US. I didn't know that. Like, I came on this Rotary International Scholarship and they offered me food here. And I said, no, because you refused 3 times and then they asked me 3 times and then you say yes. And then they took away the food. And I'm falling home, like, how rude people are here. Like, why do you ask so many times, These are silly things like that you don't realize. And even like in India, when we said yes, I did it this way. And then, like whenever the professor asked, I'd ask a question and understood, I'd say this. Then finally he said yes or no, they thought I was like confusing. And it's silly things you don't realize, but that's been major obstacles. People get annoyed and things like that. And it's not just India. Each country has its own things. And in fact, when I was coming from the airport, I passed the Cleveland Indian Stadium. I thought, so many Indians in Cleveland, they all meet here. That was my idea because I'd never seen, there was no TV when I left 25 years ago. I didn't know anything about baseball, so I thought that was a meeting place for all the Indians in Cleveland. So, with that, but we have phenomenal leaders from India, like Dan recognized, Bafna and all of them, and what they've contributed and laid the groundwork for people like us. And they have, contributed $1 million to rename the school. So we're very fortunate. The Indian community is really strong and contributing a lot. From in my situation too, as I came in India, they only allowed $20 at the airport to go because of the foreign exchange limitations. So I came here and at case, and after 1 year, I had to go back with the Rotary International, and I offered to work for nothing, but they wouldn't hire. Like 90% of the companies would hire foreign immigrants. I was like 1 week from going away for good. I had my bank job in India, but then finally an Indian company helped me out and did my green card, but otherwise I've been gone. So I felt one of the things is, because I had no money, just the $20 that used up with the scholarship, and then had to work full time and study full time. The 80 hours, 90 hours a week, I've been doing that for now 25 years. But the American dream is really alive for people who are willing to work hard in this country. I mean, I feel, whatever obstacles, like even culturally, that you have, if you're willing to work hard in this country, you can make it happen. And a positive attitude. I'm fortunate in India, we are very spiritually rich with, all the philosophy of inner peace and happiness. If you take a great attitude about, being happy all the time, having that inner peace, no matter what you do what's right. In fact, my dad was one of the anti-corruption police, and there was a lot of corruption in India, and they tried to kill him and tried to kill us because he wouldn't take bribes. And so with that type of, it was so hard to be honest, straightforward. So there's a lot of things that are negative, but they're also positive, that if you have that inner courage and strength to do what's right, you'll always be happy, and money is not important. But, you need the basics, but beyond that, it's giving back to the community. So for me, that was my interest, is in my adopted home, Cleveland. I wanted to make a difference. And through my accounting practice, we made enough to retire, but I decided to create a one-stop international cultural center where we have ICC WIN, the international entrepreneurs, and also on Port of Cleveland, to try to make a difference and bring together the various communities and international business. We also try to create a foreign trade zone and promote international trade between India and Ohio. So bringing together business, culture, arts, music, because that's a fundamental problem that almost all immigrants from every society face. And it's wonderful to try to make a difference and give back. I think that's the greatest joy. And hopefully, all of you are doing what's one of the most important things to help immigrants like myself and students like me to come and stay here and feel. So I didn't leave Cleveland. I'm still a Case Western student. So with that, thank you so much.